French lawmakers voted on Thursday to end wild animals being used in live circus shows, spelling an end to performing tigers, lions, or bears. Performances of wild animals will be prohibited in 2 years and owning them outlawed in 7 years.
Here's a summary of the article.
Paris. French lawmakers voted on Thursday to end wild animals being used in live circus shows, spelling an end to performing tigers, lions, or bears. Performances of wild animals will be prohibited in 2 years and owning them outlawed in 7 years, under the wide-ranging animal rights legislation that has been under debate since 2020. As well as the measures targeting circuses, the new law will raise the maximum penalty for mistreating animals to up to 5 years in prison and a fine of €75,000, and will tighten restrictions on the sale of pets. The 120 circus owners in France are likely to protest against the restrictions placed on their livelihoods and have warned that some animals might end up abandoned. It's an arbitrary law because there are not mistreated animals in our circuses, William Courage, head of the Circus Animal Trainers Union, told AFP. He said there would be a reaction from his members on Monday, and a legal appeal. The new legislation also bans the use of wild animals in television shows, nightclubs, and private parties. The changes will bring France into step with more than 20 European countries that have either banned or heavily restricted the use of animals for entertainment.
This post received a score of 5,900, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wish it was sooner, but this is progress. As someone from the US, I remember going to the circus long time ago, but you don't hear about them anymore.
You have to give time for adjustment or you could end up with the animals missing.
Can you imagine saying with a straight face to a copper, you have no idea where your Persian black panther and Bengal tiger went? Honestly, officer, they were just right here. Man shrugging.
Should be done worldwide.
This is wonderful news. Let those animals live a decent life in somewhat natural habitats.
What natural habitat is left? I totally disagree with people who say we should outlaw zoos, since zoos are essential for breeding endangered species and educating the public about wildlife. People also have more emotions about seeing an actual living creature up close than just a picture of it in some encyclopedia. Thus, zoos are a way to get people to care about wildlife in the first place. However, I feel completely different about wild animals being used in circuses. The use of wild animals like elephants and tigers in circuses is completely unnecessary, since forcing those animals into big, bright, loud, crowded arenas of people is terrible for their health and well-being.
Good zoos are also part of accreditation and audit programs that ensure animals are well cared for. Many zoos participate in huge amounts of research, outreach, and education that are majorly beneficial to the species living at zoos.
Those of us that grew up with the superlative zoos got quite a shock when we saw other zoos, didn't we? Holy crap, when you see an actual zoo with funding and research going on, biologists and scientists and zoologists working as a team vs a rundown zoo. Two different worlds completely.
France is trying. They also seem to have abstained this summer from endorsing the EU's lifting of the ban on feeding animal remains to livestock.
When I was a kid, you'd see annoyed animals vaguely pace about looking pissed off. How all the motorbike riders in the cage thing didn't end up crashing in a big heap and dying is beyond me. I'll also never get tired of watching people wrap themselves in curtains and then go spinning about. I guess what I'm saying is that circuses can still be a ton of fun without animals, and this is a good thing that should, as others like you, Crazy Knights 87, have already commented, be a worldwide ban. So cows, bulls, pigs and goats are okay to use? I'll even throw some chickens for extra humor for the kiddos.
You can still use horses, dogs or cats. It's mostly because living condition of animals like lion, bears or elephant in circuses were absolutely horrible.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.